Now, this book is only a couple years old, and we're talking about DVDs. When did the first DVD go on sale to the private citizen in the United States? Anybody know? Chris?
I think it was 1998.
You're close. No, you're close.
99.
April of 1997. April of 1997, first DVD went on sale in the United States for the general public.
4 years, 4 months before.
Okay, that's fine. Now, anybody know when the first VHS tape went on sale in the U.S.?
Yeah, I think it was mid-70s.
Late 70s, probably 78, 79. I don't have an exact month or date on that. 78, 79. Now, my point is this. 1978, 1979, VCR, VHS tapes became available. They were pretty expensive. First VCRs out there, $1,000, $1,200. Think about it for a VCR. In the late 70s. So not every home had them. But by the end, the late 80s, early 90s, practically every home had them. By the mid-90s, every home had a VCR, give or take. And we always heard about this new, cool, great thing called a DVD. We were familiar with CDs. CDs came on the market, music CDs came on the market in '84. All right? So we knew about these CDs. They were slick things. You could put them in. They weren't like old records that wore out and got scratches and things like that. Except they did get scratches. That's a whole other issue. But, you know, we were thinking, well, wouldn't it be great to have these little discs but have movies? And have digital movies instead of these VHS tapes, which don't look very good, even on old bad TVs. They didn't look very good. And so DVDs we heard about, we knew they were coming. And then in 1997, they became available to the general public. However, VHS tapes were still available. If you went to Blockbuster in 1998, almost the entire store was tapes, little shelf of DVDs. By 2001, 2002, less tapes, more DVDs. By 2005, few tapes, almost all DVDs. By 2007, no tapes, a lot of DVDs, and a few Blu-ray. Here's my point. 1978, the tapes came, and they didn't go away until 2005, 2006. DVDs came in 1997. And for all practical purposes, you can still buy DVDs, but don't. It's old technology. You can get them extremely cheap. You go to Wally World, they got the big buckets sitting right in the middle of the aisle, $5. You know? DVDs, even though that's only 15 years old, it's old technology. You can't have high definition video on a DVD. And everybody wants high def now. If you're watching DVD on your new high def TV, it doesn't look very good. So my point is what? My point is things are picking up speed. It took us 30 years to get rid of the, to wear out the tapes. It took us 12 years to wear out the DVDs. How long is it going to take us to wear out the Blu-rays to get on to something else? They're already talking about what's going to replace Blu-ray. Some of you haven't even gotten around to getting a Blu-ray player in your house yet. Blu-ray players, they've only been available since '06. So they've only been around 6 years. How many people have a Blu-ray player in your house? Not a PlayStation 3, an actual just Blu-ray player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 20. Quarter. Okay? And already people are talking about what's coming next. So, if you didn't get one, don't feel bad. All right? You just got to jump into technology at some point in time. So I'll just wait till I'll wait till the next greatest one comes out. I'll wait. Well, you're always going to be waiting. You got to jump in at some point in time, and then upgrade later on when you can. That's just the way it is with technology.
So what's going to come next?
What's coming next?
Green, right?
Two things. Is anybody, a little bit off track here, but is anybody familiar with, well, there's two ways to do this. I'll get back to your point. Speaking of Wally World, that's my affectionate name for Walmart, in case you haven't figured that out. I know Wally World was a theme park in vacation, but a little different. Walmart, just saw an advertisement on TV. I rarely watch commercials because we DVR everything, virtually, that we watch. So once in a while I'm stuck watching a commercial if I happen to watch something that's actually on TV at that moment. Saw a commercial for Walmart, and what they were advertising was this great new service they're going to provide. And what is that great new service? You take your DVDs into Walmart, and what do they do with them?
Turn it blue.
No, they don't turn them into Blu-ray.
Turn it up.
They melt them and make body.
They destroy.
They don't put them on one disc, they put them in the cloud. They put them in the cloud so you can access them anywhere on any of your devices. Kind of like the Netflix thing, you know? But you don't have to pay for Netflix. You can watch any movie that you have currently own, that you currently own on DVD at home. You take it to Walmart for like $2, they will put it into the cloud. You can go anywhere in the world, pull it up, pull up your computer, pull up your app on your smartphone, your iPad, iTouch, whatever, and you'll have your movies that you've given to Walmart available to you to watch on that device for only a couple bucks. Now, you can do it yourself if you want, or you could pay them $2. You know, it's up to you how you want to do it. There are the technologies available for people to do it privately. You can do it on your own. Different story, different class. Come back next year for that. Digital communications, we'll talk about that. Now, does Walmart actually take your disc, your DVD, upload that data to the internet cloud? No. They just have all the DVDs that have ever been made already uploaded somewhere, and they just give you access to ones that you've already purchased. You can prove that you legally own. That's all it is. That's all it is. Something similar to that in the Blu-ray high definition world is something called ultraviolet. You ever heard of ultraviolet? A couple of you have heard of it. Okay, we're not talking about boy GBF and then ultraviolet's the next one in line, right? You all know that. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, visible spectrum. And the next one that's invisible is ultraviolet, which will burn your skin. We're not talking about that. What's ultraviolet? Ultraviolet is that. It's a service kind of like Walmart's doing, except it was around a couple years ago already, and it was for HD movies. Instead of you going out and buying a Blu-ray disc of your favorite movie, you just you pay for the rights to watch a movie that's been uploaded to the internet somewhere. And you have a passcode, you can get on, and you can watch that movie anywhere in the world. But you have to pay the initial purchase price. Okay? It's probably not going to take off. Netflix has kind of got the whole thing right now. They did the whole disc, you get as many, a disc a month or as many discs a month as you want for one fee, and then they kind of transitioned and said, you know what, the internet thing seems to do a little better. So you can do it both ways. You can get discs or you can watch stuff on the internet. How many people have like a Netflix subscription where you can watch movies on the internet, or you still get discs? Somebody's do the disc thing yet? Okay. How many of you do the
Redbox?
No, Redbox, that's just like the Walmart or Blockbuster, except in a convenient vending machine. The one thing about Netflix is, what doesn't Netflix have? New stuff. Netflix does not have new TV. Okay, you can't go to Netflix and watch last week's NCIS or last week's CSI. There are a couple services out there that you can do that with. Hulu, Vudu. These are like a whole other language, right? I don't get the texting language you people use, but now I'm using something that maybe you don't understand, all right? Hulu and Vudu are a couple of television services And you can watch new TV shows not as they're being shown and broadcast, but basically immediately after. They still want you to watch it on TV. Why? Because that's where the commercials are. All right? But you can get a subscription to Hulu. You can watch new television programs, first-run television programs, almost immediately after they've run on TV. Okay? So is that where we're going? Is that the next greatest thing? Yeah. So why are we stuck here today looking at chapter 23 in a book that's a few years old talking about DVDs, which are pretty much gone by time? Is there anything else? No.